Hey Aries, what's going on? Welcome or welcome back to Melanated Mindfulness Tarot. We are going to be doing the reading for the energies of March. We're only going to be going through the main deck and then getting some clarifying cards to clarify some things. However, you already know, like always, as you are coming into this space, or as I am welcoming you into this space, I am sending you all of the good energy and the positive vibes that you may need at this time. If you are interested in booking a private session with me, if you are interested in following me on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, make sure that you check out the description box below because all of that information will be there. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. It'll be greatly appreciated. And you definitely do not want to be missing out on these messages as they are coming in, okay? Spirit, can you give us the cards that we need? You know their heart and you know their situation. Can you please give us the cards so that the message can be received with an open mind and an open heart? What? Come on, Aries. Start this thing off right. Spirit, can you get the rest of the cards so that we can get Aries their reading? You know, that they'll be able to receive the message with an open mind and an open heart. I seen something that was flipped over. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Spirit, can we get one more card for this Aries reading? Okay. I see 333 on the table. Underneath it all, it is the Four of Swords. Okay? Underneath it all, y'all get the Four of Swords. And this is talking about like peace of mind, right? Like relaxation. Bringing yourself, you know, like this calming energy. Like, you know what? What's out of my control is out of my control. I can't control it. I can only control how I react and respond to it. And right now, I just don't want to think about it. Like, I just want to be at peace with my thoughts. I don't want it to consume me type of energy. Now, we have the Fool card. We have the Nine of Discs. We got the Ten of Wands. We got the Lover's card, the Three of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Fortune card, and the Three of Wands. Three of Cups, Three of Swords, Three of Wands. That's that 333. So if you've been seeing 333, this can definitely be something like super significant and something that you need to pay attention to, right? And even if not, maybe you still need to go and tap into that 333 energy. Now, talk about starting over from jump, okay? This is the Fool card. It's like taking a leap of faith, doing something different, taking a new path, starting a new journey, and things of that nature. It's going to really put you in a position to start attracting everything that you desire to have towards you. And I'm saying that because you get the Nine of Discs. This card really makes me think of like a magnet or magnets, right? So it's like these magnets are pulling these things to them. So it's a season of gain for you. And although you may have to put in a little bit of work, it's going to put you in a super dope position. When it comes to you putting in a lot of work, right? Make sure that you are putting yourself in a position to do what's best for you. You don't have to take on everybody else's task. You're not obligated to do that. You're not obligated to make sure that everybody else is straight until or unless you're in a position to where you feel like you're straight. Because fire signs overall, they be trying to put out so much to make sure that everybody else be straight. And sometimes our shit don't even be together like that. But we feel obligated because who people pretty much have like labeled us as the strong ones, the ones who always get stuff done. Oh, they can do it, he can do it, she can do it. They ain't gonna worry about it. It's okay for you to say no. And you don't have to give an explanation as to why you're saying no. No is a complete sentence. So if you're feeling overwhelmed or you feel like you got too many obligations, and then you look back and you notice that some of this stuff ain't even your shit, it's okay to delegate those tasks back to their rightful owner. And even if it is your shit, like if it's your stuff, if it's you, right, you can still find a way to delegate certain tasks to other people so that you can like free yourself of some of the overwhelming energy that you may be consumed by. You want to make sure that you're putting yourself in a position to like love on you. And again, delegating out certain tasks, that's a form of self-care. And you can definitely do that. Once you start like putting yourself in that position for you to not feel like you always got to do something, like you always got to figure it out, you always got to do some certain things. You really don't always have to. And I'm telling you this, you don't always have to. Yeah, somebody may not agree with it. Somebody may feel some type of way about it. And it's okay. They'll be all right. Because if you constantly keep on overdoing it and then you end up hurting or harming yourself, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or whatever, then what? They still gonna have to find somebody to do it. They still gonna have to figure it out on their own. You got to make sure that you're taking care of you. Just because certain people have held on to the person that you used to be and all that you used to do for them does not necessarily mean that you have to continuously do that. Because sometimes you can be like stopping somebody else from growing in the areas where spirit may need them to grow because you always showing up and showing out for them. You they clutch. What? Listen, trust me when I tell you this. If you can make a way, somebody else can too. Are they not like what they say? You give a man a fish, he can eat for a day. You teach a man a fish, they'll eat for a lifetime. So instead of always just showing up, instead of always taking on the heat of that somebody else then brought upon themselves, start talking to them, start giving them the game, start giving them the knowledge so they can start, whether it's making better choices, so they can start showing up for themselves how you show up for yourself and other people, or whatever the case may be, because it's very necessary in this time. Look, you got take that leap of faith. Trust that they gonna be okay. Trust that they gonna be all right. Because they will. Trust me, they will. You ain't got to keep this stuff on your brain and trying to figure out how somebody else gonna make it. That's for them. You gotta keep up with yourself. Now when you start, getting in this 3 of Cups energy, which is still, look at the top. It's still, you're pouring into you, and then when you pour into you, it overflows, and then it pours into others, and then when they get full, they overflow, and it pours into the collective energy. Do you see what I mean? Like, you don't want to stop this flow. You don't want to stop that flow. You don't want to stop that flow. So listen, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. You don't gotta overthink the situation. It doesn't make you the bad guy. And even if so, you gonna be the villain in somebody's story. You just don't want to be the villain of your own story. Because as time goes by, and then you get to a certain place or a certain space, and you have to ask yourself, why couldn't you do what you knew you needed to do for yourself? And then your answer becomes, because I was doing everything for everybody else. That's not going to sit well with you. It don't sit well with you now. So let's make the necessary shifts. Let's make the shifts necessary. And because it's like it's the abundance. Align yourself with the abundance. Anything that makes you feel like you got to do too much, like it's forced, it's not in alignment. Like you're forcing it to come to fruit. Like it's not in alignment. And it's not saying that it won't ever be, but right now, that's not where it's at. Do you understand that? When I tell you, it's like the shift is just waiting to happen. Just be mindful, Aries. Just be mindful. Because the shift that seems like it needs to happen the most is the way that you think about things. It's like the way you think about things is what frustrates you. The way you think about things is what hurts your feelings. The way you think about things is what makes you feel upset or discouraged or whatever it is that you don't want to feel. It's the way that you're looking at the situation, like the way you're thinking about it, the way you're processing the information behind it, right? So what I mean when I say that is it's like everything that we go through in life is trying to show us something new about ourselves. So say, for instance, you got to watch somebody's kids, or you've been watching somebody's kids, and it irritates you and annoys you that you still have to watch these kids. They're not trying to compensate you or nothing. It's deeper than that. Spirit can be using that situation to try to get you to learn how to speak up for yourself. Spirit can be using you in that situation to show you where your purpose lies. Just pay attention deeper than what's on the surface, because when I tell you that you have everything in you that you need to move forward and to create a better situation for yourself in order for you to feel good, like it's somewhere along this line that you're in for this month that, or whenever you come across this reading, but I'm doing this in March and this is when this energy is present, okay? You have whatever it is that you need to overcome this. You have whatever it is that you need in order for you to take that leap of faith. Just stop overthinking it, baby. Just stop overthinking it. Put yourself in a position where you don't have to chase anything. Like, you are attracting everything that is meant for you. And you know that how you think about things dictate and determine how you feel. How you feel dictate and determine the actions. The actions dictate and determine the results, right? So your thoughts are in control of your feelings for the most part. And the feelings that you exude, that's the universal language that you're using to speak to the universe. What you saying? What you saying? What are you saying? Spirit, can we have the cards to clarify the Three of Swords? Thank you. That was right on time. Literally the same thing that I just said. So even though the kids may not be your particular situation, the energy behind that is still the same. So to clarify the Three of Swords, you get the Three of Wands in reverse, the Princess of Swords in reverse, and the Seven of Swords, which indicates to me that you feel like you don't have everything that you need. Like, as far as the strength, the confidence, the willpower, you don't have the will to move forward. You don't have the will to do something moving forward, because maybe you feel like you burnt out. Maybe you already feel like you did too much and you're ready to just give up. The energy of feeling obligated is still there though. Because maybe you got somebody saying, well, that's your sister, or y'all been best friends for so long, or this is this and that, and it makes you feel like, damn, like maybe they right, maybe they right, maybe I shouldn't be feeling like this. Your feelings is very valid and your emotions are valid as well. Again, you may be being put in a situation to where you have to learn how to speak up for yourself. Other people's opinions, they're just that, they're opinions. So just because somebody may think like, oh, she out of line or he out of line because they did this, that's their opinion. If you feel like I'm out of line, then why you won't help? Why you won't do it? Why do I always got to be the one to do it? So don't be so easily influenced by other people's thoughts when it comes to your situation. They not walking in your shoes. They not tying them. They not on the road that you on. Like, your definition of success and happiness and their definition of success and happiness is not one and the same. They don't know what vision God is giving you. So when they offer their opinions, that's exactly what they are, opinions. If everybody in the world offer you an opinion, it's not like you can incorporate what everybody has to say. You got to choose like what's working for you. You got to be able to like choose what works for you. Okay? Spirit, can we clarify this fortune card? Thank you. What we got? What we got here? The Queen of Discs in reverse, the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Cups. Sorry, the Ace of Wands is not in reverse. So it's the Queen of Discs, the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Fortune card in reverse. Literally the exact thing that I just said. Outside of the fact that it's talking about you focusing on the past. So I don't know if this person, you know, who you're associated with, or who these people who you're showing up for, I don't know if they've done something for you in the past and now you feel again like you're obligated to show up for them because they've done something for you, or because they looked out for you in some type of way, or because they gave you, I don't know exactly what it is in your situation, but it's something in the past that's like kind of keeping you from being able to move forward and emotionally detach. Again, you're not obligated to stick and stay around nowhere, because when you start allowing other people's energy to like penetrate your bubble, then you put yourself in like the ebb, right? Like the ebb. What is the word I'm looking for? Because life is like ebb and flow, right? Either you flowing or you ebbing type of thing. So you don't want to allow some external energy to penetrate your bubble and keep you from being able to do what you know you need to do for yourself. Emotional detachment is like one of the dopest things that you can learn, that you can master, because it's not being attached to anything yet connected to everything, if that makes sense. And you don't want your emotions to speak so loud that you can't be logical about shit. Spirit, can we clarify this Fool card, please? When I tell you, talk about the brink of happiness, like right there on the other side. Right there on the other side. Because I don't feel like, you may be content, but when we're talking about happiness, that's something totally different. The Hierophant then came out, and the Fool card came out again. Listen here, baby. Listen. Let me move these nails out the way. Okay? Happiness is in reverse. The Nine of Cups is in reverse. So it's like, are you too focused on making other people happy opposed to really digging in deep, tapping into your own inner child, paying into your intuition, and doing what you want to do? Like taking that leap of faith? Like, these is those cards. And Spirit led, I didn't know what card I was going to clarify after that. Spirit led me to clarify this card. And then look at the card that comes out. So it's just like, you got to make sure you straight first before all else. And you do that by really starting to tap in with yourself, paying attention to your intuition, honoring, like healing and honoring your inner child. Because just because you didn't grew up or you didn't got older in age, the person that you were when you were a child is still in there. So this is why certain thoughts still be popping up. This is why certain emotions and stuff still be popping up. Why certain things still trigger you, you know, when it comes to your past and your childhood. You your main priority. You in control of your happiness. Not this shit that's going on around you or these people or none of that. Listen, it's time. That's all. It's time. Spirit say move forward. Spirit say you are already abundant. Realize it. And I'm literally just listening to the thoughts that they are passing through me in this moment. Take whatever it is that you need from this message, Aries. You know what's up. Again, that is the energy that we have for the month of March. Okay? Until next time, love. Enjoy yourself. Peace.